Hope everyone's having a lovely beginning of June. Welcome to today's sales meeting. Is June 8th. We got all our lovely affiliates here, and I want to start off today's sales meeting on a high note. So, absolutely, let's go ahead and have Maria. Let's go ahead and have you start us off. Maria,
Wow. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Well, I've just been in grandma mode. My grandson was born May 30th, and I've had foghead and butterflies and all the squishy. So, it's all good. But again, getting back to the grindstone, we're here to support you in your lead gen tools. We have lots of free marketing tools. Please reach out to us. Use me if you have problems with service claims. I'm here to support and help you and your clients navigate through those difficult times. I will not promise that everything's covered, but I will do everything in my possibility to help out. So again, I will put my information in the chat, and so blessed. Thank you so much, Calvin. You guys all have a wonderful day.
absolutely, and enjoy your grandmahood. It's going to be the baby time is just so fast. They they develop so quickly. So let's go ahead and I'll have Sandy Franco come on next, and then I see Sam Chow.
Hey everyone, good morning. I'm gonna tag on what Maria said. It's hot. Make sure you use your affiliates as needed when needed. Don't wait until a claim goes crazy off the rails. If someone is not getting service in a timely manner, if you have a homeowner who's got an air conditioning issue, because that's what it's gonna be, and they've got an elderly person in the home, or someone who's got a medical condition, or a baby, a newborn under 3 months, they can't sweat. So those people we consider emergency situations, and we can expedite service. That's what we're here for. That's why you need our expertise. I'll put my info into chat. Stay cool. The next 3 or 4 or 5 days are just going to be hot and getting us ready for July and August. So stay cool, stay indoors, and remember that we're here to help you with all of your home warranty needs.
Thank you for that. Definitely going to have a heat wave coming soon. So Sam, why don't you share a little bit about what you do with home inspections?
Well, first of all, thank you, Calvin, for having me on the Zoom with you guys today. My name is Sam Chow. I'm with HomeGuard Incorporated. We're a home inspection company. Been in business for 33 years, and we did 66,000 inspection last year. And today, for all the agents that's on the Zoom, I would like to offer a free VIP certificate for that covers a free home termite roof. If you don't want the roof, you could swap it out for sewer lateral or swimming pool inspection. That's good up to a 3,000 square foot home. Absolutely complimentary of HomeGuard. Because of Calvin, we're doing this for all the agents. So please reach out to me. I will leave my information in the chat, okay? Thank you so much, you guys.
Sam's such a great guy. I love how he's been really coming to the office and offering great services with HomeGuard home inspections. So take advantage of the VIP card. That's over an $800 value to you or your client. Gift is a great idea. So get to build a relationship with them, because they have a really good inspections going on. So we'll go next to Angie Tang, and then I'll have John Wax right after that.
Hi guys, good morning. Angie Tang, First American Title. Right now I wanted to share with you a file that I'm working on. We're almost finalizing it. We're trying to take a loss on a file because somehow when we went and closed escrow the first time around, one of the APNs were missing. And the reason why that APN was missing was because the agents never told us about that APN. It wasn't on the RPA. It didn't show up. It didn't show up on any of the grant deeds that was attaching to the property that we are insuring on. It was just a tiny sliver of land, and somehow nobody had that APN for us to search on, and it wasn't tied into any grant deed or any legal description. And now the client has a $500 tax lien on it because they didn't get it paid, because the seller didn't pay for it, nor did the buyer, because the buyer didn't get it. So long story short, we're taking a claim on this file, and then we're going to be able to take care of the file, fix it, correct it, add the APN to the property, and then the sellers and the buyers will be completely happy. So these are the things that title goes through. These are the things that I help clients go through to make sure that it gets taken care of the right way. Here to help you grow your business, Angie Tang, First American Title. Thank you.
Great to hear. And it sucks to take a loss when you're doing business, but part of that is a component of title insurance, everyone. That's what we pay for. It is to ensure title clear and free of any liens. Tax liens are included. So thank you for sharing that, Angie, and your wonderful company. So,
Thank you.
John, you're up. And then
Thank you, Kelvin.
we'll do Nancy Chan right after that. John?
Welcome back. John Wax, good morning with Snap NHD. Good morning, Coldwell Banker family. And I just want to let you know that I'm here for you to answer any questions regarding NHD tax, environmental, and the FHDS. I want to let you know that your first one is 50% off, so come to me directly. And lastly, and more importantly, we're the only company with the FHDS card form in the report if it's in a high or very high fire severity zone, so you don't have to search the card forms. And the last thing is June 20th, the FHDS is having a modification, and we will have that form in the report. We are setting up classes now to discuss it and be able to let you know the changes, how you navigate it, and anything else that you have questions on regarding NHD, tax, and environmental. All our reports are backed by $10 million. We step in the shoes to protect you, and we've never had a lawsuit. And we just want to make sure that you have your right team behind you to be able to solve those problems and get them up front. Thank you so much, Calvin. And I'll put my information in the chat. Have a great week.
You too. Awesome. Nancy, you have a guest too or something? I see that in your name, but Nancy, you're up next. And then I'm going to have Scott Shimamoto come on after that.
Good morning, Calvin. Good morning, Coldwell Banker Dynasty. Yeah, I'm sitting in front of my office in the car. I have a meeting that I'm going into at 10:30. Well, we're all here. I think all the affiliates have been wonderful. We're all here consistently helping people. And if you need to pick my brain on any kind of documents, and I think a lot of you do not look at the property profile before you get the listing. I have one right now. There's 2 deed of trust from 20 years ago. And those profiles, you have to look at them so you can ask the questions. And the father passed away. These are loans that father signed. The son is selling the property. So we have a lot of work to do. And we have a 15-day escrow. So if you know those things ahead of time before you take the listing, then we would have more time to solve it. So we're doing it right now, but don't wait till the last minute. Order your property profile. We have people in our office that's always there to help you. You can order through me by text, by WeChat, by email, anything, because I like to prevent the problem from happening. So nobody is too frustrated or anxious right now. So thank you so much, Calvin. Thank you, team. I'm going to head on to my meeting, so I'm going to leave the meeting. Sorry about that. Have a great day, everybody.
Well, thanks for joining us for
Thank
this
you.
morning. Scott, are you ready? And I just want to commend Scott for doing what he's supposed to be doing, which is going out and being present and actually physically being here in the building. Someday we're going to have our live meetings in our building and kind of really just accommodate those who are in attendance, because you get the perfect attendance award. Scott, you were also there at Caravan. So thanks for bringing us with your presence. Share what's going on with the market and the finance going on in mortgage.
Oh, right on. Thanks, Kelvin. Again, that's behind me. That's not a background. That is Las Tunas Boulevard, and those are cars. But yeah, I'm in the office. Yeah, so rates on the mid 5s, and I gotta say, when you're talking to your clients, you got to keep this in perspective because it sounds high, like 5.5. That sounds like a high rate, but in history, when rates used to be in the teens at one point, 5.5 is not bad. It's a really, really good rate. And if people are buying now, if rates go back down, which I think they're going to go back down, but who knows? But if they go back down, they could always refinance, right, and get back out. And for your sellers, it's very volatile right now. So if rates go even higher, it might slow down the sale price. So right now is a great time to list, right? Just, if they want to buy, if they want to list, they want to sell, they have to do it now before things get higher on the rates. So yeah, it's just it's a matter of perspective. There's never a bad time to sell. There's never a bad time to buy. There's always a good time to make a real estate transaction. So yeah, thanks again, Kelvin, for letting us participate in this. And we're doing our Relay for Laughs comedy show for the American Cancer Society on Saturday, June 25th at Matt Danny's. Anybody want to know about it, like get a hold of me.
Awesome. I love your consistency and you continue to do that. This is probably your over the 12th or 13th time. So I
Well,
remember you've been
16,
16th
16th annual.
Yes,
Crazy.
that's crazy. But you keep on doing what you do, and that's what makes you special.
Yeah.
So
guys.
thanks for being here, Scott. So we got a few more. We got Nicole and then Unita. Nicole?
Good morning. It's great to see all of you. Happy Wednesday. Well, it's summer selling season and we have reports to help you guys with your farming, determine if it's a seller's market, if it's a buyer's market, if it's heating up, cooling down. And if you'd like a report for a specific zip code, let me know. I'd be more than happy to help. Have a fantastic day. Nicole Menard, Fidelity National Title. Bye.
I
think
took
we
a
lost
quick
Calvin.
coffee break. Took a quick coffee break.
I can
And
take
now,
over for Kelvin.
yeah, you can do what I can do. Unita, you're doing awesome.
Go get some more coffee.
And you'll be after that, Pam. So Unita?
All right, so thank you, Kelvin. Thank you, Pam. Hey, good morning, everyone. Unita Wu from Home Warranty for America, your 13 months home warranty. Summer is actually come early this year. Everybody is calling for air conditioning and lots of claim coming in already. We're really, really busy at the office. So if you need any help on your claim issue for your client, please reach out to your rep, reach out to me directly. I'm here to help you. I do speak English, Chinese, Mandarin, and Indonesian. And if you need any brochure, please reach out. We're here to help anytime. Thank you again.
All right, awesome. And kick us off, Pamela McSweeney, American Home Shield.
Good morning, everyone. Pam with the American Home Shield Coldwell Banker Home Protection, and Miss Wu is absolutely right. I'm sure all the warranty people are going to talk about AC, right? This is our peak season. So if you're worried about the AC, make sure you get the Shield Complete with the Coldwell Banker Home Protection American Home Shield, because it covers the unlimited HVAC refrigerant. And it also covers the $1,200 extra in modifications if we're replacing. So please be careful. If you have questions, just call me so we can take care of your clients. But AC, 9 out of 10 times last year, it was needed Freon. It's $125 a pound. I just had someone pay $1,300 last month. So luckily they had the Complete and we paid it for them. So please just be smart and fill out that purchase agreement correctly. And we're here for you. Thanks, everybody. Thanks so much, Kelvin.
Okay, you're welcome. I think that finishes off our lovely affiliates. Thank you all for being here. And I will be doing a little bit of a market update as well. If you guys want to stick around, you're absolutely welcome to join us. And I'm going to start pulling up my slides. Give me a second. Any questions for the affiliates? Okay, here we go.
And I have to drop off kind of early too, but I'm here. Reach out to me. My information's in the chat. Thank you, Calvin.
You're welcome, John. Sounds good.
Thank you,
All right.
Calvin, for having me. If you have any question, please reach out as well. Thank you so much, you guys.
Okay, you guys see my screen, guys?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, well, thanks for our affiliates for being here and sharing a lot of their industry knowledge. And today's quote of the day, I just want to start off with a little bit of inspiration about changing and adapting to the new normal. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves, by Viktor Frankl. And we're totally seeing a momentum shift going on in this market in real estate. And a lot of this is due to a lot of the rising interest rates. Of course, we can blame. Of course, we can point the finger elsewhere. We can say it could be our whoever's the current administration is. It could be that the rates are so high. It could be that there's not enough inventory. There's always people out there looking to blame, to make an excuse for their lack of production in business and productivity. But I really need to hit the hammer hard down to all of us. that change can start from within. We have the ability to change ourselves. And I know it was mentioned, it's not a good, it's always, you can never predict the market. You can never perfectly time anything. And that's absolutely true, but you can plan. You can plan ahead. You can change the way you do things and actually really just step back and look at the macro, the big picture, and see what are the ways and areas to generate new leads. How can I be more productive? And I'll give you a few ideas as well. So I hope you stick around for the sales meeting. I'm going to really want to understand how to recognize this shifting in the market. What are the things we should be doing, whether we represent a buyer or a seller, because everyone has a lot of fears, high concerns. The real estate and the rents are very high. And yet there's still a lot of headlines out there that are designed to confuse you and the public. Remember, headlines and those things that you read on the captions and all that stuff is kind of the buzz things to really just to sell the news. But be smarter than that. Be more intelligent than that. You can take all the news sources, you can take all the information and gather your own data, because every market is different. And if some parts of the country are slowing down, yes, but in certain areas are still holding up very strong. So be able to recognize what's shifting and what's changing and focus on your market. I hope that's a little bit helpful. Continue to stay relevant and involved, and obviously continue coming back to my training and sales meetings. We at Coldwell Banker Dynasty really want to make sure you're getting the best information and knowledge up front. So we and I spend a lot of time in really catering to our agents, to our questions that you may have, the situations you're experiencing in your business, and trying to provide solutions. So if you haven't been in attendance recently, or if you've been wanting to kickstart and get some extra business before the real estate market cools off, let's get some more sales this summer before it really becomes a slow season. It's supposed to be historically the best season right now to begin shopping and selling real estate. So I'd like to take a little moment to take a look at this quick video from Resource TV talking about how the higher rates and how the pricing is affected in
housing affordability as an.
Before I start, do you guys see and hear the video right now? Or is it on the
Nothing's up
screen?
yet. Nothing's up.
Okay, thank you for that. I need to make sure you guys see the video. Hope you guys see it right now.
Yes.
It is
All right.
showing.
At
Awesome.
an all-time low thanks to incredibly high real estate prices and even higher mortgage rates. But here's the thing. We all know rates have risen very quickly, but are they even higher than the public knows? Let's dig in. Now, we can take this discussion to several different places. Are higher rates good for the economy? Friend of the show, Logan, writes about this and why higher rates are actually good for a savagely unhealthy market. He writes about it in this week's Housing Wire article. He makes a good case, and I can argue that as well. And we could talk about higher rates fighting inflation and why that's good. We could go several different places, but for this, I want to stay in one lane for a quick conversation. Again, we all know rates have risen at a never before seen pace. This makes housing affordability brutal when you add in the inflated housing prices. But here's the thing, the rates are even higher than most people know. Let me explain why this matters and needs to be addressed. Mike Frantantoni touched on this last week with this article. We'll post the link below, but fair warning, it's a bit of a mortgage nerd type article. I loved it, but I know many folks might go cross-eyed when they're reading it. Great intel though. Let me fast forward to the end. He starts to touch on the LLPAs. Now, non-mortgage nerds, that stands for loan level price adjuster. And I don't have the time to get into the what or to the why these exist. Just know that they do, and know that many loans have loan level price adjusters as referenced here. For instance, if you have a 620 to 639 credit score with 3% down, you will have an LLPA of 3.5%. This is for all lenders, by the way, that leverage Fannie Mae, which is pretty much everyone. So don't go, oh, my lender doesn't have that. Yes, they do. Moving on. The list of LLPAs are here. You can see for yourself. Investment properties have adjusters to price that can range from 2 1/8 to 4 1/8. Again, guys, that's an increase to the price of the loan. Example, if you have a $400,000 loan amount and an LLPA of 4 1/8, that would cost you an extra $16,500 to obtain that rate. Again, I know we could take this discussion down an entirely different path, but we aren't going to. We're going to stay on the topic. The reason this matters to lenders, realtors, and home buyers and sellers is this: that LLPA is an extra $16,500 cost that's on top of the higher interest rates that we are seeing. And let me be clear, that LLPA revenue doesn't go to your lender, it goes to Fannie Mae. To use an analogy, it's almost like another tax you pay to buy or finance a home right now. The reason I bring this up and the reason why many are talking about this right now is we really need to revisit this tax of sorts. Fannie Mae would tell you this is to offset risk, and for the most part it is, but the LLPAs are excessive and need to be trimmed down, because when you add the LLPAs to an already high interest rate environment, it crushes home affordability. Additionally, mortgage insurance premiums need to be looked at as well. Let me give you the trifecta from Mortgage Hell. Higher interest rates plus high LLPAs plus high mortgage insurance premiums equals ouch on your wallet in a brutal way. Help could be on the way, but we need to add more pressure to the discussion. NAR needs to get behind this. MBA is already looking at this. Politicians need to get behind this as well. LLPAs are important and needed, but not excessively. And Fannie, don't blame risk and default rates. You guys made $22 billion last year. I think you're doing fine, and you can afford to give the American people a break on their housing payments. Remember, the rent is too damn high, guy?
The rent is too damn high.
Well, we need signs that say the LLPAs are too damn high, and we need to get on SNL, and then maybe we can make some changes. We need the LLPAs adjusted lower. We need private mortgage insurance rates adjusted lower, and we need FHA mortgage insurance premiums adjusted lower. This would help address the housing affordability issue in a major way. Realtors, lenders, and home buyers and sellers, share this. We need to get more attention on this. It impacts us all. Share, share, share. Let's get some weight behind.
All right, so I wanted to hopefully you can stop sharing the screen 1 second. You guys see me okay? Not yet?
Yes, can see
Okay,
you.
thank you, thank you. So I've been studying a lot about how this mortgage rates are impacting our business. And, he kind of sums it up very well for us in regards to how this translates to the buyers, people coming into, at the happy moment, trying to buy their home. And they're being gouged. They're paying a high price on the real estate. And you have the LLPAs that I was talking about, which is the risk factor that the lenders build into their financing equation. You have high rates and fees going on through all the services going on. And then we're in an environment that's highly inflation oriented. I've talked a little bit about the new normal. And I'm here to say the new normal is the current pricing that we're seeing, and the inflation and all the goods that we're experiencing in terms of a higher cost appears to be the new normal. We're not looking to be going back to gas prices under $5. We're not looking to see, we're still having shipping and container issues. We're still having inventory and energy issues. There's a lot of things going on in play that don't add up to what we were used to in the past. So that's why it's more important than ever, like I said, to be able to adapt to this new normal, figure out a plan, a business plan, a family plan on how we're going to not only just survive, but we're going to thrive. So I'll give a few ideas. I'm going to give my comments on what's going on in the marketplace. And hopefully, if you entertain me, let's to a few of my comments that I shared to our WeChat group. And I took the liberty to put it into a little bit of a message right now. So let me get you guys see my screen real quick? Yes? No? All right, let me pull up my draft of what's going on. So there is a message here about things are changing, correct? You guys see this little message right here?
Yes.
Okay. So one thing I want to understand, and I know everyone, if you're in this industry, you should be paying attention to all the news sources out there and not just one source. So there's people out there that are trying to fearmong and scare people into buying or selling. And that's not what I'm not here to do. I'm here to just kind of like interpret some of the headlines out there and understand that all things are relative and dependent on your marketplace. So yes, it's absolutely true. In most and all markets, home sales and activity are down. Buyer inventory is, in terms of that, is also way down. There are a lot of buyers who are exiting the market or who have just lost interest due to the higher interest rates and the expensive cost associated with buying a property. And so a lot of people are discouraged. Homes are now sitting on the market longer than in the last 2-3 years. So we are seeing a theme and trend in which the days on markets are climbing unless they are actually priced just right, perfectly staged, and really just that move-in ready condition. Yes, still those very attractive homes that 90% or 80% of people, obviously the buyers of them, they do love these homes. Yeah, they'll write an offer and they will probably sell just as normal. But vast majority of homes aren't perfectly ready, move-in condition, remodeled, or just exactly what that buyer's looking for. So you're seeing things take longer to sell. And even well-priced homes, these should fly off the market, but what does well-priced mean? That's another thing as saying low-priced homes or very attractive or below market homes. So obviously, if you sell it, if you advertise it as below market, it should fly off the shelves, okay? So why is this happening? And there's a lot of reasons. This is not all encompassing, but the major items that we're really experiencing causing this shift in the market. Number one, and this is for you guys to be able to explain to your buyers, because I want you to be relevant when you sit at the table and you call your clients. Have equipped a lot of news and actual data to share with them, so that way you can be, that guiding light at the end of the tunnel to really get them out of their situation or help them improve their situation. We have skyrocketing mortgage rates. Okay, we might be seeing a little bit of leveling off on the rising escalating rates, which never risen this high and so quickly as ever before. But we still anticipate continued increases in July. The skyrocketing mortgage rates increased the monthly payment at the same price point by about $500 a month more. Okay, but people's incomes are not increasing relatively by that same amount. So either A, the mortgage rates and the pricing and jobs and all the data that's provided to us by the government is potentially could be what you call mixed feelings. They did the CPI data that was 7.9% annual inflation. That's the rate. And they said that's something that could be controlled. But many other experts and models predict we're closer to 15-16% inflationary numbers. It has to do a lot with how they use the CPI and the indexes and whatnot. But a lot of people doubt or are skeptical about the 7.9%, 8% number. So that's one thing to keep in mind. In other words, to keep the same monthly payment and down payment, a buyer needs to start looking at homes roughly $100,000 less expensive than they were just viewing just a few weeks or months ago. And that's a very hard transition to get a buyer. $100,000 is a lot of money. For a buyer to look at a 4-bedroom that they were maybe looking at a 1,600 square feet or 1,700 square feet, and getting them to downsize to something that's 1,200, 1,300 square feet or something that has one less bedroom, that's going to be a tough pill to swallow when they are everything else that they were looked at were better. So we need to be able to explain and show to them, well, yes, you can still get there. Maybe we can still find a value. We don't have to write full price. And those are great strategies to keep your buyers interested, because many of them withdrew from this market. And that impact is definitely being felt by realtors, by mortgage people, by a lot of the industry experts out there. They are seeing a slow decline in activity, which is not normal. This is peak summer season. So the good news, we have returned to a healthy normal market as opposed to the impossible bidding war frenzy, which we experienced in 2021 and 22. A year ago, we had 40, 50, 60 offers. People were having to write 200,000 over asking, and it was almost impossible to get your offer accepted unless you were able to remove all your contingencies up front, or you were cash, or you were very, very, very what you call confident in getting your purchasing the property. So we don't see that happening now. We don't have these crazy multiple offers, and it's apparently very, 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 very clear that now this is a healthy, normal market where it takes agents being able to properly negotiate. So let's go pull out the negotiation hat. Let's learn and become stronger at what we do, because that's going to separate you from the rest. There's more inventory to see now, guys. So there's a lot more homes, there's a lot more inventory, and every single week I'm seeing quite a bit of new listings and or back on markets, price reductions. So that's giving us a lot more leverage if you're representing buyers, because it's normal and great to have more than 2+ months of inventory to see, and we have that now. So there's options out there. You don't have to pay what's on the sticker price. You can negotiate. Like I said, you can factor certain things, and it only takes one seller who desperate enough to sell, or is highly motivated is the other word, how you phrase it. And there's plenty of motivated sellers who are looking to escape out of California. There's a lot of people still. The trend is moving towards Texas, towards Florida, towards even New Mexico and Arizona. So that exodus of Californians is really caused to the really high cost of living being here in Los Angeles. So would-be sellers. The fact that we are still so short in housing supply could help us not seeing a crash, okay? Yes, we're still short of total housing units being built and available for that's affordable. So we won't crash the market. That's not what we're experiencing or predicting. But would-be sellers, people who are potentially on the fence, they are very likely to stay in their homes longer right now. At this moment in time, they probably have a very low interest rate on their current home. They probably have attractive terms enough, and they're probably not going to want to pay the higher cost of buying, even upgrading, downsizing. It doesn't really make sense for them at this moment if they were looking to move relatively soon. So most sellers probably will wait and see how the market goes. So in other words, it just won't be worthwhile for them to upscale or downsize, because their monthly payments probably are going to be higher if they purchase a different home, right? So they're going to keep their mortgage rate, their 30-year that so many people refinanced last year and the year before. They're going to stay put for quite some time. So that will only exacerbate and really just continue the trends of low supply of housing, which should prevent a real estate crash. Okay, if people stay in their homes and they keep making their payments, then there's not much of a crash, right? So the headlines out there are saying a lot of different things. They're really spreading some fear. Oh, the bubble's going to burst. There's going to crash. Homeowners, investors, sell now, sell now. And that's what they want to tell you. Yes, I mean, there are people that are putting their homes on the market. They are still continuing to sell because everyone has job relocations and different needs. There's still people growing families and downsizing. So Yes, there's still a lot of inventory that's normally going to change hands over time, but buyers who were constantly being bid out now finally have a chance to purchase a home where they have some leverage. They can offer less rather than more. So you can really just manage their expectations. It's really just need to shift these expectations. When you're an agent and a realtor representing a seller, you need to tell them, do not overprice your home. It's only going to cause a really bad impression and stigma impression on the buyers out there who will understand and compare your home to the other well-priced homes. Buyers need to be realistic. Yes, there's some options out there. Yes, there is going to be higher interest rates. They also need to understand that they will have a higher payment than they previously were used to with their older pre-approval letters. So they need to have a thorough discussion with their lender currently regarding what their payments look like now, and how they can forecast their income, and if it's what can be manageable. They might have to consider offering $50,000 to $100,000 less expensive on properties that they were just viewing just a month ago. And across the country, we're seeing longer days on market, fewer bidding wars, and some people are accepting lowball offers. So that's really just, like I said, it only takes one motivated seller in order for you to stay and to get a deal for your client. So this is the general consensus, except for Florida and Texas, which are still experiencing a spike in their numbers. So they are still surging over there, but there's pockets across the country where values stay relatively high. And the good silver lining across all of this news and headlines out there is San Gabriel Valley is one of those pockets where our values and home price appreciation still are relatively strong, because many of our homeowners or purchasers who purchased in the past either held for a long time, they have a low property tax rate, or they recently bought and they have high down payment when they purchased. So there's people with equity. They're not going to want to lose that equity. They're not just going to sell. They're not just going to give away their home. There's a lot of wise and smart people in our region who understand the importance of having and owning your own home. But generally speaking, the rest of the country that have weaker markets are seeing a slowdown, and those are where the headlines are grabbing their news. So we have some good number of price reductions, and there's longer days on market, yes. And that's also due to the good amount of sellers out there who have not understand or have not really felt the market shift yet. Maybe the realtor is trying the number that the seller is hoping and dreaming about. But at a certain point in time, as the days on market climb, these sellers will realize that their expectations need to be tempered. If they really are motivated to sell, the best thing they can do is to reduce their price if they're really that motivated. So there's a good number of price reductions I'm still seeing in our region area. So that is telling us that the cracks, are really just kind of starting to show. And I hope you can follow the market closely in every region and neighborhood you're working in, so you can really be that market expert, because that's what it's going to take for you to be a strong negotiator for your clients. If homes are priced right, they show well, they're well marketed, then they will sell. Okay, it's all about price. And some buyers realize that 5.5%, yeah, it does feel high when you compare it to 3.5% last year for mortgage rates, but let's keep this under temper their anticipations, because the federal government was artificially keeping the rates very, very low during the pandemic. That's not normal. It never really has been done, where the government was really encouraging and asking banks to go out and lend and keep the rates low and offer out these attractive to make our economy stimulate while we're going through a pandemic. So it's very, very abnormal what we experienced in the past. So if they're trying to compare it to what they used to be quoted at, you have to just let them know that that's That was a very unusual window of time and that's historically never happened before. So God only knows how these rates are really going to go with this hyperinflation. And yes, there is high inflation that I believe is greater than 7.9% year over year inflation that they are reporting to us, the public. At 5.5%, it was very, very healthy and normal in 2008 and 9. It's not really that crazy of a rate, historically speaking. If they want a better attractive rate, they could go ahead and finance for 15 years and get a better rate. They can put a higher down payment if they have it, or find other alternative ways. But at the end of the day, I mean, this housing market is very dynamic. There are a lot of solutions out there. Values can change. There could be a first-time home buyer program to help out all the high costs and expenses that buyers are experiencing. And there might be programs that are going to be geared towards housing affordability. We're all seeing this as we all voted on various measures this past yesterday. So if you went to the ballots and you, as we find out what's going on with our California legislator and everything going on with all the battles that we're fighting, hopefully we'll see a little bit of the housing affordability issues being addressed. Okay, but I don't count on our legislators and our politicians to truly be making any big changes that are going to be helpful to our real estate market. Most of the changes I'm seeing is really a lot more negative news. So that's why it's important for us to stay involved in the red alerts and all the real estate and the car emails that we receive regarding industry bills that are being introduced, mostly negatively against homeownership. But we need to take a stand, guys. Who is making money in this market? As we slow down and cool down, the realtors aren't making the money. The sellers who have equity in the property, yes, they're making a good bang for the buck, but where are they going? Unless they move out of town or they're downsizing, they're not really capturing a lot of that equity or realizing a lot of that money if they're buying something else. So the sellers technically might not be winning necessarily. The buyers are definitely not winning because they are paying still a pretty high price right now with all of the mortgage rates and the 30-year high loan. So who's winning? Okay. It's hard to say. There's a lot of homeless out there. There's a lot of retail sectors out there that's doing terrible, but I'll tell you who's winning. All the people that you've served in the past 10, 20 years, 30 years, I don't care how long you've been in the business. Every one of your clients who have purchased real estate with you, who have acquired a portfolio, who might have a multifamily, a triplex, those are the winners because rents remain high. They have property. They have captured their property at a low property tax basis, and they have hopefully decent rents, and their expenses are relatively low. So those are the winners. That's what you can hang your hat on. Everyone that you've served and helped on. So remind them, keep reminding them, because they probably are very thankful and appreciative that you came to help them negotiate a great deal, whatever price they paid. I know they're winners. So let's continue to keep relations with the people who are winners, right? Surround yourself with success. Ask them, let's churn this money. Let's do a 1030 exchange. Let's find a way to revolve and capture and find new deals, because they're going to be able to afford, purchase with cash, or tap into the equity that they already have to find the values that we're going to experience today. We will find some values. Okay. That's what happens in a downturn, in a slowdown. Okay. So we experienced that in 2009. There's so many people in 2009, 10, and 11 during the short sale and the REO foreclosure crisis. So many people have made their fortunes during that time period of time. So let's go ahead and get prepared for the next opportunity to really, really just push yourself and build your future success for yourself and your family. So that's my take on things. That's my thoughts and ideas. Again, this is not financial advice or accounting or tax advice. I'm not a certified tax preparer or an accountant, but I am an economist, and I'm just giving you my broker opinions going on here in San Gabriel Valley. Any questions on that? All right, let's go back to the slides. And that's my market update. Let's talk about classes in education. So we have a couple of cool things coming on. Congratulations, you are in escrow. We got Elia Fuentes, senior escrow officer, teaching us virtually June 9th, tomorrow, 10 o'clock, a free class on escrow experience, how to open your escrows, back to the basics. What are the kind of the plans and timelines, what to be aware of, and how to avoid issues and problems while you're in mid escrow. If you want to learn a little bit more about probates and hero loans and various types of things that impact and jeopardize your deals, Elia is also teaching about what happens when you have a property with HOAs, communities that have various types of restrictions, solar, hero, pace liens. These are all judgments. These are all issues that you're going to encounter, and how do we overcome them proactively instead of causing delays to our lender, causing delays to our escrow and transaction, and making you look bad in front of your clients when you were not ahead of this issue. So really just ramp up your knowledge. If you want to improve your visual AVID inspection that you're required to do for every single family 1 to 4 property unit, then let's listen to Kelly Richardson. He's been a guest to Dynasty in the past. He's been someone I've worked with, and I just want to share with you. He's got a great class, how to do the AVID. I highly encourage you check out his recommendations, because it's the whole purpose of this is to keep you and the firm out of trouble, out of complaints, by conducting a proper AVID that's consistent, that's thorough, that does not have too many adjectives and descriptive things that make ultimately just some advice and guidance. So if you want to learn about how to get your offers accepted in today's, I'll say, cooling down market, let's go ahead and take a look at this virtual class on June 23rd. I just want to remind you that Realogy, our parent company that owns Coldwell Banker, C21, ERA, Sotheby's, Better Homes and Gardens, this company is now doing a corporate rebranding to a new company firm name that's publicly traded called Anywhere, with the RE at the back. So there's a lot of different reasons, but really the whole purpose is to shift the mindset and change the campaign of what we're doing. Really, we want to provide services anywhere throughout. So we are a global company, not just here in the United States. And they revamped their dream campaign. So if you want to check out the resources available to you, absolutely free for your marketing, your social media, everything has been improved and vastly enhanced in the mycbdesk.com platform that Coldwell Banker provides to all of us, absolutely free for being a Coldwell Banker realtor. So if you want to watch and the video, we did that last time, so I'm not going to do it this time. But I also have my YouTube channel as an additional resource for those of you realtors who want to learn commercial real estate, you want to learn residential real estate, transactional advice. I think my last class was great, where I taught a class called, I really want to just encourage you and show to you how to find my channel. Just type youtube.com or Kelvin Chang, and you'll find my channel really quickly. But my last class right here was Broker True Story, closing 6 escrows in 60 days. Okay. And I kind of really teach how I was really pulled very thin and managing my time effectively. But closing 6 deals in 60 days is no joke. It's a difficult thing to do. But I kind of gave some background how I was able to achieve success, have no cancellations, and was able to utilize my network, utilize my team, and also Dynasty agents helping me serve my clients by helping their clients by introducing and utilizing our own network in-house. So there's a lot of cool things to do. I hope you stay relevant, involved, and keep a strong pulse on what's going on, and read my emails, because 2 of you guys found deals from my emails. Let's go back to the slides. And let's make this full screen. CAR has a couple of classes too. So I read this on the CAR's market update. As of June 1st, they're writing that the increases that we're seeing is finally leveling off in terms of the 30-year fixed rate mortgage. So the increases have slightly declined now. Mortgage demand also seems to be turning the corner. Mortgage applications are definitely dipping right now at a moderate pace. And so we do expect and there's going to be a further erosion of purchasing power in the short term. So home sales are likely going to be restricted by housing supply constraints in the second half of 2022. So they're going to have some market minute updates. If you want to read them, we can click right here and I'll pull up the quick market update real quick, but it's very consistent with what we are experiencing. So the June data is now finally starting to pull up right now, where they capture a lot of the different items that can track realtor activity. So consumers are growing weary right now. Our economy still shows signs of resilience, but there's a lot of challenges and headlines out there that are really just tempering our expectations. So the confidence is slipping though. Momentum is really showing signs of easing in terms of real estate and the housing market. So the unemployment rate remains unchanged, and this is a very healthy 3.6% number, and that's not bad. But construction spending is rising slightly in April, but I know a lot of the big builders are very, very concerned because new construction home sales has declined significantly. So they might be sitting on some inventory. They might be pricing their properties and the new home builds much lower. They might be willing to negotiate their pricing too. They might be incentivizing brokers more. You might see 2 to 2.5% climb to 3, maybe even 4% if you sell a brand new construction. Those are signals, clear signals, when big builders and developers are trying to unload their new construction. Consumers, they are feeling less confident about the economy. So, and that's a lot to do with all of the inflation that we're experiencing. So as they spend more towards their groceries, towards their gas, towards everything that they need, they're having a lot less disposable income. And that's scary because there's less government support. That all of that free money that everyone's gotten in the past is no longer here. So they stay flat right now in mortgage rates, but in the few coming weeks in July, we might experience another rate hike. So housing equity does reach new highs. There's a lot of people out there still with a great amount of equity. Those people who haven't sold yet, those people who are still on the fence, they still probably have a ton of equity, like I told you about the people that we sold to in the past 20 years or more. So that's the market update of June 6th. Let's go ahead and now go back to the slides again. There's a couple of CAR classes. One of them is tomorrow. It's the innovative pathways to production, solutions to a housing crisis. John Seabury is moderating this panel. And this gentleman over here is teaching tomorrow, 10 to 11:30. So if you're interested in this class, you can sign up with CAR on their website. The link's right here as well if you want to. This is a Zoom webinar. The second class is June 21st, Steps Towards Home Ownership. If you want to learn a little bit more about FHA programs and the difference between conventional. If you want to know about the expectations of what they're going to be paying for, down payment, what are some various local and statewide funded down payment assistance programs out there. FHA, Cal HFA does have a program for people who are within 80% of the AMI, the average median income of the area. So for LA County, I think it was under $50-something thousand house income. They can get a lot of, they can get it forgiven if they live on the property So that's one thing I need to share with you right now. I'm going to pull up my, I talked to you guys about this in the past, but this is a great way for those buyers who are on the fence or scared about paying a 5.5% mortgage rate. Show them and see if they are on the fence. I want to teach you about the Cal HFA program. And there are limits for qualifications, but right now, what they're doing is providing a program that allows for borrowers, as long as they live in their property, I think it was 7 or 8 years, 7 years plus as a primary home ownership, they're going to forgive everything that they give, which is 10% of the purchase price. So if you happen to have a borrower who has in the AMI of our area, I'll look it up for you guys, but they have to be a first-time home buyer. They have to occupy as a primary residence. Easy. Cal HFA borrowers must complete some education classes and they just get a certificate where they understand about the Cal HFA program and get it explained to them in detail. They just have to be within the county income limits. And we'll look in Los Angeles County to find the 80% AMI, like I told you. It's got to be a single family, a condo, or a approved PUD. So manufactured housing is even permitted if you want to sell them a mobile home or manufactured property. So whatever they do, they buy a property, 10% of that will be given to them as a loan. And if they meet the requirements and live there as their primary residence for the minimum period of time, that 10% is forgiven. So that's a great program. Let's go ahead and look at who qualifies. So I can go ahead and type in an address and let's just pull in Temple City. And you could do this on your own for any address or city or county, but all they have to do is have an income that they report on their federal tax return of $68,880 or less in Los Angeles. And maybe they aren't, if they're really having that income, you're going to say, well, if you have that income, you can't afford Temple City. And yeah, that might not be true, but they can afford maybe in South Temple City or in El Monte, this north area. That might be an affordable region that they can qualify for, especially when they know 10%, which is going to be of let's say a average home price in El Monte right now is about $650,000. So $65,000 worth of government money can be forgiven as long as they live there for 5 years. That's very easy to do, guys. So if you want to teach your clients about Cal HFA, have them talk to a Cal HFA lender. I'm not sure if Scott or anyone else that here knows about the program, but definitely at least you do since you're here and you're learning. Any questions? Okay, let's go back to the next slide because I think it's important to get it. Nilafar, I hear you.
Is this program just for LA County or Riverside, San Bernardino County, everywhere in California?
Everywhere in California.
Awesome.
Okay, it's a California program. Yeah, Cal HFA.
Okay.
So yeah, share about it, read about it. I showed you how to look it up on YouTube. I mean, I'm on Google. I just typed in Cal HFA, first time home buyer forgiveness, and you'll find all the resources you need, but you should talk to a specialist to, instead of you interpreting the criteria, have them speak to your client so they understand the nuances of this program. But it's not that hard to do, okay? That Cal HFA loan technically will be considered to be a second mortgage lien. They still have a first that they do with FHA or conventional financing. Cal HFA will take a second position and they will forgive it when they show and prove their 5 years plus reporting as a primary residence. So my YouTube channel is there. If you want to learn this stuff, I shared it with some of the students in the past, 3 weeks ago, and continue to rent spree if you're using and helping landlords rent their house out. The link to our resource page and Instagram and social media is here. So let's just get on to our new listings. I wanted to really just, we're running short on time. All right, congratulations to Anna Hui. She's got a new lease over here in Walnut in 1328 Wake Forest. This is a monthly rent of $35.50. Talk to Anna if you have anyone looking to rent in Walnut. Michael and Nancy Liu have 10325 Charwood Court in Rancho Cucamonga for rent. This is $3,000 per month and has a nice 1426 square foot living area. Good looking home. And congratulations to Steve. He's got a beautiful, gorgeous listing here in Pasadena, North Pasadena. This is the unincorporated area, which is even better because this section of town, 766 San Gabriel Boulevard, Pasadena, does not fall under, for example, San Marino jurisdiction. I think some of these properties over here do get the benefit of San Marino School District, a large 18,000 lot, 3.18 million. Not bad. Talk to him if you have a nice, nice luxurious area. This is north of California, I think. 3755 Randolph Avenue, El Sereno. Congratulations, Adam. You got $1.1 million for 3 units. That's a great deal. El Sereno is a hot area, very strong rents in the area, 2,800 total living area square feet. So talk to Adam if you've got any investors, people doing 1031 exchange. This should fit the bill very perfectly for any investors because it's priced pretty well. Milton, congratulations on your new listing in Pasadena, 541 Howard Street. This is a 816 square feet craftsman house on a big 8,517 lot size. Talk to Henry if you got anyone looking to purchase in 21002 Bandana Drive, Diamond Bar. It's a nice single family with a big 11,500 lot size, offered at $800,000. Carmen has a nice new listing over here, $400,000, very affordable condo in Baldwin Park, 811 square feet, 2 beds, 1.5 bath. Appears to be an end unit number A, so you only have 1 common wall. Talk to Carmen if you have anyone looking for something affordable. That's a very quick price. This kind of price point should sell quickly. Henry has a listing at 628 West Palm Drive, Arcadia. 6 bedrooms, 6 bath. This is a 6,400 square feet single family house, offered at 3.7 million. Beautiful, gorgeous home. I love that custom landscape pool with the rock waterfall going on. This is a gorgeous home, perfect for any high-end home or client with a big 16,000 lot size. And 321 Greenwood Avenue. Callista is working hard while she's during her expecting phase. So she's probably less than 2 months away from giving birth. She's got a brand new listing. So let's help her get this listing sold. Only $808,000 in a single family for a pretty big lot in Montebello, so that she can enjoy her birth of her firstborn child. Talk to Callista or see if she wants to volunteer for any open houses, and go ahead and talk and see if you have anyone looking for Montebello. Shanae has a brand new listing back on market. This is 815 Almanzar Street, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 600 square feet apartment. Yoko Kawaguchi has a gorgeous home for 1.75 million, single family, 744 Bonita Drive. This is in South Pass, 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, 2249 square feet living area. This is a beautiful hillside South Pasadena home where you really can see downtown LA, breathtaking views, 180-degree panoramic views, basically. So your backyard, if you see the photos in this property, this is priceless views. Sylvia Ramos got a listing over here, manufactured home for $150,000. You have in Covina, this 3-bedroom, 2 baths, and this is back on the market. And very affordable price, $150,000. And talk to her if you have anyone looking to downsize. We also have another back on market. This is 5612 Farna Avenue in Arcadia. 799,000 asking price, single family. Talk to Angel if you have anyone looking for a great single family. Where in Arcadia can you find 3 bedrooms for under 800,000? So I believe this is a great price point for anyone looking to be in the Arcadia region and wanting a single family. Congratulations to our teacher, Danny Estremera. He's got a San Bernardino property with the 894 square feet living area for only 400,000. This is a great value and deal. San Bernardino is on the rise, so see if you have anyone looking for an affordable investment property or single family. Good price. Sabrina's got another manufactured home as well. A brand new listing here in Apple Valley. This is on Walu Road, number C36. 1196 square feet, asking only 82,500. So a very, very nice property for anyone looking for something affordable. I also have 2 other listings that I want to share with you. So I'm going to bring up on my MLS 1 second. And Anis, if you want to share your listings, you're up next. We have 43 West Pamela Road, and I'll bring over from Coldwell Banker. I'm sorry. Anis, you want to pitch your listing? Okay, I'll pitch it. So we'll go ahead to 43 West Pamela Arcadia. And this beautiful Arcadia home is for rent for $3,600 per month. You get a large 1710 square feet. So it's priced very, very attractively in a very strong, highly desirable area. And this one is for rent, move-in ready for any clients who are not sure where they're going, or talk to Ennis if you have anyone looking for lease. And this is very, very close to Arcadia High School. So it's got 1710 square foot living area plus a big lot of 7,800. This is just on the market. 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. Okay, talk to her quickly if you have anyone interested in this one. And our next listing Anis has is on 822 Merritt. This is a 2-unit duplex property. So I just want to share with you 822 Merritt. It is listed on the market. Actually, this is off market right now, correct?
No, it just it's been completed. It just today.
She just put it on the market today, so it hasn't even hit all of the reciprocal websites. 822 Merritt Drive. I'm going to go ahead and just give you the rundown. A duplex. This is now a total of 1170 living area by county records. Brand new listings coming on the market today, so you can find it in the MLS using AR221-23081. She's pricing this at $888,000, and that's a great deal because the Z estimate is already pricing it at $740, and it's only a 1-bedroom here. So you can see she's having a 2 units available for this one, $888,000. Talk to Anis if you're looking for this single story, 2 1-bedrooms with 1 bathroom side-by-side units. So this is near Lake Avenue, Old Town and PCC. It's moving, it's pretty good shape, tenant grade, and is fully fenced. And the 2-car garage is absolutely brand newly built. So talk to Anis if you have anyone looking for a great duplex in Pasadena on Merritt Drive. And I also want to share with you one final new listing on the market. This is going to be from one of our newest agents, Elaine Tran. And so I wanted to share with you their new listing agreement. This is 3 listings in Monterey Park. And I wanted to pull together I've already started working on it myself. Hold on one second. All right, so what do we got? We have 308, 313. Do you guys see my screen? I'm sorry. Nobody? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen just in case. We have in Monterey Park a really great investment property, or for anyone who wants to be investor or 1031 exchange, or who happens to love kids and wants to run a preschool daycare center. It's currently operating right now. This is Esther's Nest Children Preschool Daycare Center. This is located at 308, 313, and 315 New Avenue in the heart of Monterey Park, very close to Garvey and Valley Boulevard. So you'll see here, we are selling 3 properties altogether along with the business. It's already has the licensing and permits for operation as a daycare center. And it's geared towards children 2 to 6 years old, approximately 84 maximum capacity of students. And in terms of total, what we're looking at, we're buying 3 APNs. So you're getting 308 New Avenue, 313 and 315 New Avenue. There is a circular driveway, and this property has a total lot size of 18,862, total square footage of building 3691 square feet. So you're getting a lot of bang for your buck because you already have all the infrastructure you need to continue operating this preschool daycare center. The current business owner is willing to stay behind and assist a new buyer operate and really just learn the business. So ultimately, if you want to take a look, you have exterior pictures right here. Please keep all information and do not talk to staff. Keep this confidential because they are not aware of property is for sale. And you can see the location is extremely attractive. You can see here on Garvey, there is a lot of new residential development going on, lots of potential for new schools and new children here. You got Atlantic Times Square, Ranch Market, downtown LA, Costco, a lot of good, attractive features that should create strong demand for this business. And if you don't want to operate a preschool, you don't have to. You could, as an investor, have the ability because this is already zoned for R3. So if you want to convert this back to a triplex or get something approved with the city, you got R3 zoning in here. You can probably do apartment buildings, maybe more than 3 units, like a high density or medium density, if you can apply something with this with the city. And so if you want to learn anything more about this property, just giving you a quick preview in case you know any teachers out there, business school operators, or maybe somewhere you attend, go out and sell this to your schools that your children goes to. A lot of principals and preschool operators, they are going to be very willing and wanting to expand their operations because this price is only $3.89 million for all of these 3 properties and all of the benefits, including in the business. So they're looking for someone who's a big-hearted lover of children. And talk to Andy, Elaine, and Lorena Leung, who are the 3 agents co-listing this property. And I already went to Brady's school and gave him a little introduction. So I gave him a little bit of description, and I'm showing you that I'm trying to help sell and help my agents get their business sold and the real estate because, hey, there's a big payday at the end of the day. And all it takes is just a few emails and just a meeting and try to share because I bet you they haven't found this news yet. Bet you they haven't found this source yet. So you could be the provider of great value, a good price. And again, most schools charge children $1,000 a month for tuition, guys, for preschool daycare. If you have 80 students, that's $80,000 worth of gross revenue. your monthly expenses as a business operator of a preschool is not 80,000. You're probably looking just at staff, property tax, insurance, and all the normal customary things like supplies and school, maybe some lunches and breakfast. So, but you're not looking at, you're probably close to looking at less than $40,000 to $50,000 worth of monthly expenses. So this is a good margin for profit at the end of the day if you can get this fully operational and full capacity. And let's close out our listing with a few of our closers of the month. So let's go ahead and talk to our closers. We have Amy, who closed on 11901 and 11903 Lambert Avenue in El Monte. This duplex 2 units sold for $985,000. Really good deal. Great job, Amy. Kevin closed 212 Electric Avenue in Alhambra. This is a lease. We have Kathleen, who closed and sold this condo on 853 Temple Terrace in Los Angeles. This condo sold for $875,000. Congratulations to Nancy. She closed on 31 Linden Lane. This sold at $950,000. I'm pretty impressed. She got a great price for this because I was surprised to get this kind of sale. I followed this area. I almost bought a home here. So that's a pretty nice price. Great job, Nancy. Henry Liu sold at $520,000. This is in Corona. Congrats on your closed condo unit. Doreen, she sold $1 million home in Walnut. So congratulations on her 1943 square feet property, single family at 427 Maryville Drive. And congratulations to Nancy. She had another closing. This is a gorgeous, beautiful home, almost 2,800 square feet in Laverne. And this property sold single family for $1.378 million. She's doing excellent. Definitely knows her stuff. I've listened to her presentation and her analysis when she does a listing. Nancy is excellent in really interpreting and taking the right comps. So Henry, he did a great job at 3537 Whistler. This PUD home sold for $861,000 in El Monte. It's a pretty good price. And Nancy also sold this one over here in Baldwin Park. She's been everywhere. $870,000 for this single family in 14133 Rockenbach Street. Angel, congratulations on her closing. She closed 656 Huntington Drive in Arcadia. This townhouse sold for $1,110,000. Congratulations to her. And Min Win, who closed on this duplex, 5451 Lewis Avenue, Long Beach. That's a great deal. For Long Beach, you're getting a duplex with a pretty big square footage for only $960,000. Congrats, Min. He negotiated a great deal for his buyer. Danny High, proud of him. He closed 5459 Marshburn Avenue in Arcadia. This one closed at $860,000. And for Sam Chow, he closed this single family in Glendora. So it's 421 Haltern Ave, Glendora. And he also got this one leased out as well. So he helped the same client get another rental. I know Helen closed this one last month on 1121 El Monte. And now that landlord hired her to rent and lease out the property. So congratulations on your closing and your lease. I closed on my single family purchase for my client on 1663 Maplewood Street, Laverne. Smaller home, closed at 770. We got it under asking. My buyers are very happy. And Mansur Street, unit number A. So this one closed for Shanae. She did a great job and closed this 800 square foot condo. Winnie Bai has a closing. She closed on this 8,000 plus lot, single family, 3743 Cogswell Road, El Monte. I believe this one was for lease. And Sabrina, she's got 448 Oakland Avenue. This one also leased out, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 600 square feet. Any other closings or anything you want to pitch? All right, thank you all for staying on to the very end. I appreciate you. I really thank you for being here and being a valued Dynasty agent. I really hope you know that you can always call or text any of us at management. We're here for you. We're available to give our support and help you guide you through this process, through these challenging times, through a lot of the uncertainty. Let us help us serve you. So if you want a second opinion, you want to help price something out, you want to review your contract, put together an addendum, negotiate and counter offer, something like that, or repairs, we're all available to help with our knowledge and expertise as best we can. So call us, us. Thank you for being a great agent with us. And I won't be in front of you in time for the next sales meeting 2 weeks from today. So I want to wish all of you fathers now happy Father's Day and enjoy that weekend in almost 2 weeks. So enjoy the summer months. Let's go out and talk real estate, spread the news. Let's manage people's expectations and understand, let them know that you're available for them. Any questions before we end today? All right. Thanks, guys, everyone. I love it. And I'll see you guys next time.